أولى ثانوي. فرصة جديدة وحلم جديد وهنعديها بالتأكيد، وهنعديها بالتأكيد. أولى ثانوي.
Dear secondary stage students, year 1, welcome to our channel, Madrasetna 3, under the supervision of the Ministry of Education. أعزائي طلبة وطالبات الصف الأول الثانوي، أهلا ومرحبا بكم في حلقة جديدة مدرستنا الثالثة تحت إشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. Today we are going to continue Unit 1. This is part 3. We are going to discuss 3 important skills. The skill of listening, reading, and writing. We are going to do an exercise on the listening text, and we are going to answer the exercise together. We're going to read about holiday which goes wrong, something has gone wrong with your holiday, and we're going to practice how to speak about our holidays and how to write a correct essay about it. Let's start our lesson today. What do you know about the orangutan? Do you see this beautiful animal? What do you know about it? The orangutan is an animal which lives in the tropical forest, the tropical rainforest. And it is a wild animal. It is called the wild man of the forest. As you see, it has long hair, which is brown or orange, long hair. And it looks like human in its behavior. But this animal is in danger. Do you remember the word endangered? It is in danger of disappearing. Why do you think this animal is in danger of disappearing? Some animals are in danger of disappearing because of human being activities. People build on their habitat. What is the meaning of habitat? Habitat is the place where the animals live. So some people cut the rainforest in order to build houses, and that's why these animals are going to disappear soon. This reminds you of our lesson, the aim of our lesson. It talks about ecotourism and the ecosystem and how we should protect the ecosystem. You remember what is the ecosystem? The ecosystem means the animals and the plants that live in the environment. So we should save this beautiful animal from disappearing. Let's do an exercise together. We have a very important exercise on the listening. You can do it on the EKB. ممكن ندخل على بنك المعرفة أو ندخل على المذاكرة الرقمية study.ekb.eg. وممكن نعمل listening ونسمعه علشان نعرف the correct pronunciation of the words. Here we have read these sentences about what Luca did on the holiday and which one is correct. Of course, you're going to listen to what Luca had on his holiday. Luca had a holiday and many things went wrong with him. He had many problems in this holiday. You're going to listen and then you will check what the problems which Luca had. For example, you will tell me he couldn't eat the food, or he didn't see the orangutan, a spider bit him, he lost his camera, he lost his bags, or he was sick. All of these are problems which Luca had on his holiday. This is a listening exercise. If you logged into the EKB, you can listen it and you can do it on your own. ممكن نعمل دوت زي ما قلت لكم على بنك المعرفة، ندخل على study.ekb.eg ونعمل listening ونسمعه. أنا هعمل معاكم دلوقتي الإكسرسايز اللي عليه which problems faced Luca. Luca was going on a journey. He wants to see the orangutan and he had many problems during this journey. The first problem is that he couldn't eat the food. Why couldn't Luca eat the food? Because the food was very spicy. Do you remember the word spicy? Spicy means it has a strong taste, it's very hot, so he couldn't eat the food. The second problem is that a spider bit him. A spider bit him. And what happened when a spider bit you or an insect bit you? Your hand swell up. Swell up means it becomes bigger. بتتورم بتكبر في الحجم. So his hand swelled up when a spider bit him. The third problem which faced Luca is that he lost his camera. Of course, when you are on a holiday and you have a digital camera, you take a lot of photographs. But when you lose your camera, it's something very bad for you. So he lost his camera. Was he able to get it back? Of course not, because the river was very deep and he couldn't get back the camera. What is the fourth problem which faced Luca? The fourth problem is that he lost his bags, his luggage. You will hear the word luggage. What's the meaning of luggage? Luggage means the bags, the suitcases in which you put your clothes. So he lost his bags. His bags never arrived. His luggage never arrived. And the last problem is that he was sick. Why was Luca sick when he was on holiday? Because he ate fish which was not cooked well. It was not cleaned well before it is cooked. Okay, so what are the problems which he faced? He couldn't eat the food because it was spicy. A spider bit him. He lost the camera. He lost his bags, and he was sick. So all these are problems which he faced, and that's why his holiday was a disaster. What is disaster? Disaster means a very big problem for him. It was a very bad holiday for Luca. Okay? Let's check our understanding of some words which appeared in the exercise. We have the word lean. Can you look at the picture here? It's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Look at the picture. It's a tower which is not straight. It's leaning tower. It's leaning. It's not straight. It's not in a straight position. It's in a leaning position. So to lean is to slope or to bend. So look at the examples. That fence is leaning to the right. The fence is leaning to the right. I leaned over to pick up the letter. I leaned over to pick up the letter. I visited the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Here, leaning is an adjective. The Leaning Tower. We describe the tower as it is leaning. He leaned against the wall. Means he puts his shoulders or his head against the wall. So this is the word lean. The word lean, if you remember, has another meaning. Yes, very good. It means meat which is not fatty, which doesn't have a lot of fats in it. Like white meat, poultry meat or fish meat, chicken or fish, the meat is, the color of the meat is white and it doesn't have a lot of fats. So it has lower calories and fat contents. It's healthy to eat lean meat. Of course, it's healthy to eat lean meat. We have another word, the word trek. What's the meaning of trek? Trek means to walk for a long time. Like the word hike. If I say I go hiking or I go trekking, it means I go for a walk. So to walk, to march, to hike, these are synonyms. You remember the word synonym? Similar meaning. So trek means a long and a difficult journey on foot. We trekked through the jungle. Jungle means a forest. Here we have the word swell. What happened to Luca when a spider bit him? His hand swelled up. So what's the swell up? Swell up means expand, enlarge, increase in size. So it becomes bigger, to become larger and rounder than normal. So the example, bacteria can cause gums to swell and bleed. If you look at the picture here, the gums are the skin around our teeth. If there is bacteria around our teeth, we find that the gums swelled. Swelled means become bigger, like the picture here. Bacteria can cause gums to swell and bleed. There is blood on it. Here we have the word spice, and you remember when we said the food is spicy, spicy is the adjective and spice is the noun. This noun can be countable. We can count it, we can say spices. So spice is substance used to flavor food. Like pepper or cumin, حاجة بنحطها عشان ندي flavor, ندي طعم للفود. Like cumin or pepper, اللي هو الفلفل والكمون، الحاجات دي بنقول عليها spices. I don't like a lot of spices in my food. Or I don't like spicy food. So we can use spices, the noun, or spicy, the adjective. We have the word spice again with a different meaning. It means excitement, excitement. So I can say his sense of humor means he likes to tell jokes, he likes to make fun of things. His sense of humor adds spice to our journey. Here the word spice is uncountable. We cannot make it plural. ما نقدرش نجمعها هنا. We cannot say spices. It's a spice, it's an uncountable noun, and it means excitement. So his sense of humor gives the excitement, gives the spice, means gives excitement to our journey. Let's practice some exercises on these words. We have the first question. She out of the window to see what was going on in the street. She out of the window. She leant, leaned, blend, or trend. Of course, here we have the word lean and the past leant. Which one? Number A or B? Of course, it's B, lent. So the past of lean, lent. What about lent, letter A? Lent, letter A, is the past of lend. To lend someone money means to give him money. So lend, the past is lent. But lean, to lean, معناه ينحني كده للأمام. To lean, the past is lent. We can say leaned كمان. ممكن يكون الباست بالإيدي أو بالتي. فأقول she leaned out of the window to see what was going on in the street. Question number 2. Unlike me, my children like food which has flavor. Here we want an adjective. She has spicy flavor. Spices, flavor, spices, spiced or spicy. Unlike me, my children like food which has a spicy flavor. So spicy flavor means a flavor which is very hot. Spicy flavor. Okay, let's look at another question. I refused to park my car next to the wall that looked as it was going to fall. Here we have the lean wall, lent wall, leaning wall, or leans wall. Here we want an adjective. So what is the adjective of lean? It's a leaning wall. It's leaning wall. Okay, we have another question. Prefer. I prefer meat. That's meat which isn't fatty. اتفقنا ان lean meat هي meat which isn't fatty. Okay, this is an adjective again. What do you usually do during the school holiday? What do we do during the school holiday? Or how do you feel during the school holiday? Of course, during the school holiday, we go to different places, we have fun. So how do we feel? We feel good, we feel excited, we feel happy. Okay, let's look at people talking about their holidays. We have 2 blogs. We have James first talking about his holiday. He said that this is me on our hotel balcony in Sharm el-Sheikh. It's brilliant here. What is brilliant? Brilliant means very good. It's brilliant here, and I have loads of things to do. What's a load of things? Means a lot of things to do. I am over the moon. What does it mean, I'm over the moon? It means I'm very happy. I'm over the moon visiting Egypt. The weather here is hot, so we spend most of the time in water. My sister and I are learning to dive with some other teenagers at the resort. What is the resort? The resort is a place which we spend our holiday. I love diving because it's relaxing and you can see all these amazing fish in the sea. I wanted to get an underwater camera so I can take photos of them. Last week we were in Luxor. We visited ancient temples, and I'm usually interested in history, but I actually found them fascinating. What's fascinating? Fascinating means very interesting, wonderful, fantastic. And I'm really glad. I'm really glad means I'm really happy we went there. We have also Katie. Katie didn't go anywhere for a holiday. She was at home and she felt bored. She said, it's day 10 of the summer holiday and I am so bored. All my friends are away or busy with their family and I'm stuck here. What's it to be stuck? To be stuck, you cannot move from a place. I'm stuck here at home. The weather is awful. What does it mean, awful? Awful means very bad. And there is nothing to do. Last week, I went to stay with my grandparents for a few days, which was nice. But they live in a tiny village. What does it mean, tiny? Tiny means very small village. Which was nice, but they live in a tiny village with no shops. I was helping Granddad in his garden. Most of the time, he grew his vegetables. He said it's cheaper than buying them. Maybe I will try to grow lettuce. What's lettuce? You can see it in the picture here. Lettuce is a kind of vegetable which you can use to make salad. So this is lettuce. She wants to grow lettuce in the garden when it stops raining. I was watching a program on TV this morning about gardening. Maybe I will have a new hobby. Now we wanted to discuss these kinds of holidays. We have different kinds of holidays and we have different adjectives. We wanted to use the adjectives to describe the holiday. So let's do this quiz together. The first one, we have a picture. How can we describe this picture? How can we describe the first kind of holiday? It's ancient, old, or isolated. Ancient, old, or isolated. What about the second picture? Look at it. Yes, very good. It's crowded, or busy, or noisy. We can say it's crowded, as you see a lot of people, so it's crowded. We can say it's busy. And of course, when there are a lot of people, it's noisy. What about this picture? Yes, we can say it's active, because they are doing activity, modern, or exotic. Do you remember the word exotic? Something strange, something we don't see here in Egypt. What about this place? This is my favorite one. It's a relaxing place, relaxing. You feel relaxed in this place. It's peaceful. You feel peace of mind, and it's quiet. Okay, here we have a diagram in which it tells you how to write an essay. The first thing is to write introduction, then to write the body and the conclusion. Okay, in the introduction, we must put the topic sentence, what we are talking about. In the body, we give the details, the ideas, and the conclusion is a summary of what we have said. So I want every one of you to write a small paragraph or an essay about a holiday which he went on, and tells me if it went good or it went bad. Now we are going to have a different exercise together. I'm going to check your understanding in some words which I want to explain in a different way, but we will do it on the mirror board. Let's go together. We're going to study today the difference between suffix and the prefix. What is the suffix and the prefix? The suffix is some letters added at the end of a word. Like when we say interesting, Here we add ing. Boring. Here we add ing. So this gives an adjective. So these suffixes give adjective. Okay? What about bored or excited? Here again, a suffix, ed is a suffix, some letters which give again adjective. What about tourism? When we add ism, it gives a noun. So all these are adjectives. ing or ed gives an adjective, but ism gives a noun. Like racism, this is a noun. Okay? What about the prefix? The prefix are letters added at the beginning of a word, like echo. What is echo? Echo means something related to the environment. Environment. So we can say ecotourism. Ecotourism. We can say ecosystem. Okay, so anything start with eco means something related to the environment. If I say, for example, under, we can say underground. We can say underwater. We can say underline. So under is a prefix which is added at the beginning of a word and it gives a meaning. So what is the suffix? Suffix are letters added at the end, and the prefix is letters added at the beginning, and they give meaning. Here it gives an adjective or a noun, and here it gives the meaning of environment, or it means something less or something below. Okay? Okay, this is the end of our lesson today. Thank you very much. Okay, so today we covered 3 pieces of exercises. The first one is the listening. The second is reading about different kinds of holiday. And the third is writing, how to write an essay. I give you the rules and I want you to write about a holiday which you went on. This is the end of our lesson today. Until we meet again, wish you best of luck. Goodbye.
أولى ثانوي فرصة جديدة وحلم جديد وهنعديها بالتأكيد وهنعديها بالتأكيد أولى ثانوي